What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crown Cinema Podcast. In this episode, we literally just watched Ghostbusters. It's pretty good. It's such like a simple movie, but it's still so good.
Yeah, really well done, especially for the time at the time. Like, we were kind of giggling at the effects and stuff, but at that time, it was probably like, whoa, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I read that when they first released it, because they were like rushing to get the final product done by their due date in 80, whatever it is, 80 something, 83 maybe. And they didn't finish all their visual effects. So like the movie wasn't clean when they released it. Like there was a lot of like wires still in the final cut. There was like some weird like CGI stuff that wasn't supposed to be there. So they didn't clean it up when they released it. But he said people seem to not care.
Yeah.
So they're like, whatever, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
So despite that, it worked still.
Yeah.
People loved it.
I know that back then they used to use like puppets for almost everything. Like in Star Wars, Yoda was a puppet. I think they said that those like dog things, the gargoyle things, those were puppets.
Really?
Some of the shots of the really fat ghost, that was like a puppet.
Yeah, you could tell it was a
like,
puppet that they like added some effects over it to make it look ghostly.
Yeah, and they would have the people from Sesame Street like make all the puppets.
Interesting.
Like, and help out, and because there's like shots of like Yoda next to Elmo or something like that. So that's like a cool little tidbit of the time that they had to do that instead of just, making everything visual effects.
It's kind of cool with like, you don't think the Sesame Street guys, obviously they're good at making puppets because they made the entire show puppets, right?
Yeah.
But you don't think about them like doing other jobs for other companies, but obviously they do. It's their career is to make puppets. So like other gigs and stuff, they're like, yeah, we'll make them.
Yeah, and they know how to work them.
Yeah.
To make them move and like make them look kind of realistic. So something like a ghost that's like kind of airy, you can't have someone like working the strings that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was I think that was in the episode of the movies that made us.
Oh, really?
Of this one. Yeah. I wish we would have rewatched that. I don't know if you saw that one.
I don't remember. The Netflix show?
Yeah, it's really good. Anyone that's looking for some backstory on, I mean, they did like a whole holiday thing. So they did Halloween, Elf, Nightmare Before Christmas, and then they did Ghostbusters. And like, I didn't know that Dan Aykroyd like co-wrote it with the guy that played Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Eddie Murphy was supposed to be casted in it and he turned it down.
Yeah, because that character that Eddie Murphy was going to play comes in like their fourth man on the team, comes in like halfway through the movie, but in the original script, with them thinking Eddie Murphy was going to play, they were going to have him be like the whole movie, because obviously it's fucking Eddie Murphy. He's going to be funny. It's a comedy movie, so like he's going to be in there.
He was super big at the time too.
Yeah, exactly. So like the movie was probably going to be more not revolved around him, but he was going to be a bigger player.
Yeah. But
they rewrote it when Eddie Murphy was like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, it would have been an SNL slam dunk, because all of those, and then he originally wanted John Belushi to be Bill Murray's character, but he died before he got a chance to write the script, so they gave it to Bill Murray. But I think there's been like some like friction between the two of them, Dan and Bill, like over the years and stuff. Like I was reading that, Bill Murray didn't want to be in any of the like the reboots that they've been doing.
Yeah.
And he says it's to like not tarnish his character, but it's like, I don't know. They're all kind of doing it. Yeah. The ones that are alive are in the spin-off or the reboots, even the receptionist.
He wasn't in Dan Aykroyd wasn't in the...
No, Bill Murray
most
wasn't.
One?
No, I think Dan Aykroyd was, but I don't think Bill Murray was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, he was.
Oh.
He came back. Yeah, he's in the like latest one, like the one that came out this year.
Most recent one. Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Maybe
Frozen
they're talking
Empire.
About the first one that they had brought back with
the
the
first
kids.
Reboot, yeah.
Yeah. I think the kid, the main little girl is supposed to be Egon's granddaughter. Granddaughter. But I don't think he's alive anymore, that actor.
Yeah, that's kind of respect though, not wanting to come back and do the reboots, because like they're all just money grabs.
Yeah.
Sure, fans do like them. If you're a diehard Ghostbusters fan, you're always gonna watch it. Because I think recently when we went to go watch a movie in the theater, once the this one that came out, the Ghostbuster reboot that came out this year, there was like crowds of people dressed in the Ghostbusters, like full out. Like they had their backpacks on. They all look legit, but it was like literally like 30 people dressed to the part.
Yeah.
Like there's some diehard fans, so like, of course they like the reboots, but like they're never good movies.
Yeah.
They always suck. Like it's just like fan favor and money.
Unpopular opinion. I did enjoy the girl one when they rebooted it with Melissa McCarthy. I thought the casting was really, really good.
Girl power.
Watching and it's funny, and that's what makes this one so good. Is that it's a cool story, it's a cool concept, but I mean, Bill Murray kind of just stole the show.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
the
did.
One-liners. He's like keeping it light the entire time, and for the girl casting, his character was Kristen Wiig. And she was like kind of goofy like that, and then Kate McKinnon was super like oddball-y, kind of the way that Egon was. So I feel like these like reboots have a chance. And I've heard that the one with the kids is pretty cool. Like Paul Rudd overseeing like these kids. Like it's not just a rehashing of the same story. Not quite like how did the girl version. But it's like almost like ushering in a new legacy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
All right. Well, what do you rate it?
For classic purposes, and I genuinely enjoyed it, I would give it like an 8.7.
There we go.
It was pretty good. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It made me want to watch the second one. Like I'm like, oh, is Sigourney Weaver and Bill Murray still together? Which honestly, at the end, they make a cute couple. Like seeing them stand next to each other.
Yeah.
And then like the receptionist and is his name Egon?
I think so.
I think so.
We can fact check.
I was not paying attention to names.
Yeah, Egon, you're right.
I was strictly on vibes that entire time.
It is a vibe movie. I give it an 8 because it's so enjoyable. It's funny. It's like a perfect movie, but it's kind of funny because it's literally about nothing. Yeah. The movie's about nothing. Like no character, not one character changes. There's no growth in any character.
And then there's no like context. Like the movie starts and you get this like kind of subtext that, okay, well, that they're scientists and that they're friends and they're friends from college. But then it's just like, oh, and we like also hunt ghosts. And then it's like movie starts.
Yeah.
They like establish it at the beginning, but don't talk about how they know each other, how long they've been working on this. Like, that their grant got pulled. That's about it. And then they just start freaking catching some ghosts, which is, that's kind of what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you sign up for,
But because like, they've already made the decision to like be together to do this business. They decide to like go bigger and like make the Ghostbusters business, and they focus on that, catching them and capturing them. But like they've already made the decision to work together. So like again, like there's no like nothing happens. Like you just watch them do this, but somehow it's still so enjoyable because it's funny. Obviously,
it's characters are funny.
Yeah, the cool scenes, the interactions are fun. So like that. They're able to tell like a great story and make a enjoyable movie without having like any theme.
Yeah.
Like no growth, no character growth at all.
And what I liked about it was how the actors, like you knew who they were in the group almost instantly.
Yeah.
Like Bill Murray is like super, just doesn't take anything seriously. And he's like this, wannabe womanizer guy.
Right.
Like he's like always flirting with the girls. And then you can tell that Dan Aykroyd's character almost like cares the most, he's like kind of the leader of the group. Yeah, he's the one that's like always, oh, we should go and do this and we should go and do this. And then you have, Egon that's like more technical.
Yeah,
and he's like the scientist of the group of the scientists.
Yeah.
And then, the personality hire there halfway through.
Yeah.
He's just there for the vibes.
Yeah,
he's like, as long as you'll give me a paycheck. And then I'm like, the entire time I'm like, is that worth a paycheck? And at the end, he's like, this is so not worth the extra $5. And I'm like, the $5,000?
Yeah, right.
What?
But at the end, he's like, I love this city.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he's back in it.
Yeah.
But Bill Murray, he's like the salesman of the crew, right? Because like, that's like his personality of the crew. Like you got the nerd, like you were saying. You got the serious one that's like keeping the band together, actually trying to do real work. And then there's like, Bill Murray, who's just there, like he's a salesman, face of the company, trying to make the money. He's only really there for the money because like he's obviously scamming people.
Yeah.
Like they started the ghost business without there actually being any ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny. Like they start a ghost business and people think it's a scam because like you are capturing ghosts. Like what? And it's like, wait, there's actually are ghosts. It's kind of funny. Like they build this business and like now there's actual ghosts to capture.
Yeah.
It was a scam. Now they like actually have to do the work to capture the ghost.
Yeah. He convinced Dan Aykroyd's character to like take out a third mortgage on his parents' house at the beginning. And he's like, it's going to be great. And then it's just like, well, it's a good thing that worked out.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's funny because like every little interaction he has is really just trying to rip somebody off for some money.
Yeah.
Like all the time. He's never really truthful about the plans. He doesn't even know any of the technical aspects. Like that's what's always funny. Whenever he's walking around talking about the stuff, it's like he's like, oh, I think Sigourney Weaver asked him, like, what is that thing? How do you even use it? What are you doing? He's like, oh, it's technical. Yeah. Please. And he's just pointing a stick around, not doing anything, pumping it up.
Yeah. Like which also good casting for her too. At the beginning, I was like, oh, well, I guess it's just because we just watched Alien. And so I'm like, I guess, you know, at that time, like you said it, if you hit it big with one movie, you just like, I mean, we see that all the time. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney is in every single movie, on the hot list. Know? Yeah. And, but I really enjoyed her in this movie. I felt like she played like that nice. She plays like a really good, like a serious woman, but when she smiles, it's like lighthearted. Like she's not like the most traditionally pretty, you know, female, but there's something like kind of classic about how she carries herself. And so I really liked, you know, watching her interactions with Bill Murray. And like she's like more like stoic and he's just like trying to get her to crack the entire time. Yeah. I hope they're still together in the second one.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the second one. And to be honest,
I never saw this one all the way through.
It's either been a long time since I've watched it or I just never finished it. Because I've seen it, but it's been a long time because I don't remember anything from the end of the movie. I remember obviously the Marshmallow Man at the end, the Puff, whatever his name is.
Stay Puff.
Yeah.
I don't know how I hadn't seen this movie because I'm watching it and I'm like, my father has been quoting this movie. Yeah. Like a lot of it, like the cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. I hear that all the time. Yeah. In my parents' house.
It's such a classic movie. Like literally, it's so loved by so many people.
So many one-liners. Literally, and they all belong to Bill Murray.
Yeah, and because I think like majority of the movie is ad-libbed. Yeah. Like improv or it wasn't scripted. They all kind of just like free flowed and like made up something on the spot to add to their character. Like I think pretty much all of Bill Murray's lines, he just made them up. Yeah. And they're so like, he's almost like poking fun at everything because he's like relating to the audience more of like, because it's obviously Bill Murray's there coming up with the lines on the set. And so he's like poking fun at all the silly science talk. So like when people are talking like high level, big words, science stuff, he's like, everybody get that? Because like clearly you don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I literally, when I noticed that you were going to bring that up, I wanted to remember that line. They're like all in the prison and all these other prisoners are looking over their blueprints, like acting like they know what they're talking about. Yeah. And it's like every time.
Were they in a prison?
Yeah, they had just gotten locked up by that environmental prick. Oh, okay. That got them kicked out of there. I didn't realize that was a prison. No, yeah, they were behind bars, and so all of these like prisoners who you would, I mean, not that all prisoners are this way, but you would think would have no idea what these scientists are talking about. They're still leaning in like they're super interested.
Yeah, he's talking about the end of the world. They're like, yes. What?
So it's almost like every time things got a little like heavy or tight, Bill Murray just comes in, and it just like you kind of like get reminded that it is a comedy, right? You know,
that happens so many times. Like there's so many times where it's serious talk, and then it's like, but forget about that. Let's say something funny. Or whenever they're in the car and they're talking about this is the end of the world, like it's coming back, doomsday. It's with what's the black dude's name on the crew?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
It is Winston.
Yeah.
It's Winston and Aykroyd's character. What's his name? Ray?
Yeah,
Stantz?
Maybe we need to memorize the names real fast before we keep on going on.
But so Ray and Winston are in the car and they're talking about end of the world, and then he's like, how about some music? And they throw on like the Ghostbusters theme song. So now we're back like family friendly, fun, enjoyable. Like it goes scary, then it's like fun again. Yeah. Like there's a lot of that throughout the movie, just keeping it fun.
Yeah. But I feel like that's the contrast that you need when it's a ghost comedy,
Right.
you know? And I said it before, this would have been an SNL slam dunk if it was like John Belushi, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. I can't remember. I don't think Bill Murray was ever like on the, I know I said John Belushi, but Bill Murray wouldn't have been there if that was the casting. But I think it's pretty interesting, like looking at like a comedy that was just jam-packed with so much comedic talent at the time that, comedy was really big at that point in time too, because like SNL had just came out and like people from that started doing their own stand-up, and I'm pretty sure like Carrot Top was like pretty big at the time. So there was a lot of comedy going around, I feel like, in film. And so whenever you're making that type of movie, especially when you're a comedian yourself and you're writing it, how much fun it would be to be on a set like that.
Yeah. Because some directors, when they make movies, are like Tarantino's super strict on the dialogue. Like, you say the words that I wrote because I slaved over these words and I want this movie to be exactly how I want it. I don't want your shitty improv line to ruin my movie. It's on me. So that's how some guys are, strict dictator on set. But when you're doing a comedy like this and you have actual comedians, they're going to think of funnier shit than you wrote probably.
Yeah.
And especially on the spot, like whatever hits the vibe of what's going on. Because sometimes it's hard to like imagine exactly what it's like on set. So when you are the actors on vibe and you're all comedians and you start riffing off each other and making it hilarious. Like that's why Will Ferrell is so funny, because like all of his comedies, it's just like him making shit up. Like every take is a different joke. He's like literally trying to make everybody crack.
Yeah.
So it's always good having a comedian on set and letting him run free, like Bill Murray, because literally all of his lines gold.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, whenever like you write your scripts and you'll deliver something, I'd be like, it sounds like you're reading from a script. And I feel like comedy is the hardest one to like read from a script and make it sound organic and get an organic laugh out of it. Even though like, stand-up comedians write their material and they do the same material every single night, you feel like it's the first time they're saying it. But I feel that maybe comedy is just best whenever it's right off the dome in the moment when it's hot.
But sometimes though, like I recently read the Nice Guy script, and that's pretty much word for word what they say in the movie.
It's so funny.
So it's like really about the performer. So like you're either a really good actor who knows how to comedy perform with the words and how to make it funny, or you're a comedian that can just come up with funny shit on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, it's like either or, I guess.
Yeah.
It just depends on the style. Because like Bill Murray's style is obviously more like free flow improv, funny lines, being himself essentially.
Yeah. They don't make like, and I don't know if it's just like, because this film is a classic and it's still like kind of in the infancy of the film industry, that things like special effects are coming out and, stuff like that. But they don't make these types of movies with that feeling anymore. I feel like that.
What do you mean? What feeling?
Of just like a completeness. Like I felt like, and they do, like there's movies I've enjoyed recently, but it's like genuinely funny, that'll hold up, So I feel like a lot of the comedy these days is very time specific to like right now.
Yeah, it's
like I don't know if it'll hold up in 20 years.
Well, yeah. Well, right now the funny movies aren't funny because they're like playing it very safe.
Yeah,
they're not like making sexual jokes. I guess they do, but like they're obviously like this movie is very sexual.
Yeah,
I didn't remember being that sexual. Honestly, like there's like so many sexual references. Like
it's
even
PG.
I know, and there's like ghosts giving blowjobs.
I know. Yeah.
You can say it.
I was gonna say we had my cousin with us, and I'm like,
little cousin.
10-year-old cousin.
But it's PG.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he saw the most recent one.
Yeah. Which
probably like I always think, because when he was growing up, I'm just like worried about things being scary for him,
right? And
not things like that. But now that he's getting older, I'm like, oh, maybe he'll pick up on that. Right. Maybe we should not, But I mean, in our defense, it was PG. So.
Yeah. It's good though. But yeah, all this like, even like their little blasters, like you have to cross streams.
Yeah,
like there's like just so many like stupid jokes throughout it. Like it's almost like the entire concept is like based off of just kind of poking fun at things almost. Maybe not that's the right word for that, like word is for that, but like
Just silly things that you find funny.
And also like they're using the buildings, like these scary buildings in New York City that have like these weird gargoyles on them. Like, oh yeah, that building's for sure haunted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those scary things that kids see that on like the scary monsters that are, you know, looking over the building. Yeah, those actually do crack down and become real monsters.
Yeah.
Like they're pulling at so many things that are just like well known. It's like the obvious things that people think.
Yeah.
Pulling it out. But like crossing streams is funny. Gargoyles coming out is real. That's kind of funny.
I think even like where they're stationed at is like a abandoned fire station.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like, you know, they're sliding down the fire pole and they're getting on their like suits and stuff. So it's almost, you know, you feel like they're a real thing, you know, which I guess in that world they are, but it's kind of just funny because it's like what would like three guys that like to hunt ghosts want to do?
Right.
Slide down a fire pole and throw on their gear.
I think that's what makes the movie good is that it's just the characters are so likable, so you want to follow them, you want to see them win because there's nothing really that makes you want to root for them besides just them being likable and being funny.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying, there's no character growth or anything, so like there's nothing for you to latch onto and like want them to win. Yeah. Like really, there's no like deep heart thing that you want them to win. Like please, let's, you know, you can overcome this. Like let's do it. It's like them just like we have to cross streams.
Yeah.
Like do it.
Yeah. Or that you know the clear difference in this movie between good and evil. Like you have to stop the ghost. You have to stop the bringer of Judgment Day. It's like, you know, and tying it to a biblical sense is interesting because it makes the stakes higher.
Yeah, right.
Because so many people believe in that. Yeah. You know?
I guess that's what kind of makes it good is it's like the lost train of thought.
Oh. We'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
Oh, I was here to say. I guess it's really good because it has the jokes for the parents. It's got the, you know, kind of like sexual humor, a little bit above kids level. So it's enjoyable for any age to watch. Adult, they're going to enjoy it. I was laughing the whole movie. And then, but it's also so simple that a kid can follow it. Because even like your little cousin today, we were watching, he's like, I paused it for something. He's like, can we keep watching the movie before I go? And we're like, all right, yeah.
Yeah. Or he was like, can you just click play? Yeah. Why are you pausing? And then at the beginning, he's like, who is that? What are they doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to watch this for the podcast. Shut up.
And it's like the right amount of scary too. Like there's like some creepiness in the beginning, like with that one ghost, like the ghost in the library.
Yeah.
The old lady when she comes out with the scary face, like that's a little creepy. That's like, ooh, that's scary. But you know, so that's enough for a kid to handle to like want to watch more because it's like might be a little spooky.
Yeah.
So it has that like because people like watch horror movies for like the feel and like the scariness and like seeing what happens. It's like this like perfect level for a kid. And also adults can enjoy it too because of the humor.
Perfect level for Mercedes.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a chicken.
I get a little spooky.
Which is weird because you used to love scary movies.
I used to love them. I think I have more to live for now.
Yeah. If you watched last week's episode, you know that we said we were going to watch Smile 2. Me and Grace plans didn't line up with him coming down to film.
And there ain't no way I'm going to go see that movie.
Yeah, Mercedes would have nightmares for days.
Yeah.
Months.
Yeah.
Maybe for the rest of your life, to be honest.
Literally just from the trailer, sleep paralysis nightmare. Just from the trailer, just from seeing that smile, I'm like, I could, and then y'all are describing it to me. I'm like, I can never watch that movie. I think I would have a heart attack.
I'm just telling you the scary scenes. You're like, stop, please stop. I can't handle this.
Stop talking. I'm like, I can picture it in my brain. And then when y'all showed me a picture of what the monster looked like, I was like, I see it when I close my eyes.
Yeah. What's your favorite scary movie?
The Conjuring ones. So good.
Those are good. That's the first scary movie that I've watched and I liked. Because before I never enjoyed, I like some scary movies, but like I've never liked them as a kid. But when I watched The Conjuring, super scary, but I was like, damn, that's actually a good movie though.
The story is really awesome. Yeah. And even the spin-off movies.
Like Annabelle.
The Annabelles are pretty good. The Nuns are, I like the ones that follow the couple. You know, and
Warrens.
Like, the Warrens and their story. And I would say those or.
But the thing about those is just like so spooky because like it's demons and I think that shit's real.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, dude, am I going to get possessed if I watch this movie?
Do you think that over like serial killer stuff?
Like slasher types? I think I like that better because they're
because
First
you
Link's a
know
little
you
bit more
can kill it.
action.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more action oriented,
Yeah.
realistic, so it's even scarier in that sense of it being like even more tangible.
Yeah. I think women are more afraid of stuff like that because, I mean, you've never been afraid pumping gas before, have you? I
No.
am all the time, especially at night. So it's like,
Actually, I mean, you pull up to a sketchy gas station at night, you're kind of like on the lookout for something.
yeah, but like I pull up to the Kroger gas station at night and think I'm going to get snatched.
Yeah.
You know, so I think women are more afraid of like realistic serial killer ones. It's like that could actually be me.
Yeah. I've always seen, like, you've seen those videos of people pumping their gas and somebody tries to rob them. Like, they pull a van up and they're about to jack them, but like they have their hand on the gas pump and they just start spraying them down with gas. Have you seen those videos?
No, but that's a great idea.
I know, it's genius. So,
Yeah.
so like every time I'm like at a sketchy gas station, maybe like, you know, it's dark out, it's little weird people around, stand by the car, hand on the gas can, you just, or hand on the gas dispenser, you just spray it on people.
Dang. What if what if you thought someone was like coming up to you and
Yeah.
you're just like, ah!
Yeah, just spraying them down.
But no, I know all of those little, like if there's a tissue in your car, like handle or something, not to touch it and just to like drive off.
What does a tissue do? What is that?
Well, so there's a new type of like a chloroform, but you can put on a piece of paper and someone like touches it and you literally absorbs into your skin and into your bloodstream and you're out within minutes.
Is that real though?
Yes. Yes, when all that sex trafficking was going on in Plano, that's how they were getting women outside of freaking Walmart. They would like hand them like a sheet, you know, like oh, come to this opening or whatever, or like put a tissue and then you like take it out and put it on the ground. And then you get in your car and you're just like out like a light and they just take you.
That's sketchy.
Or like a zip tie. Like if you see a zip tie on your handle, like not to mess with it because what they do is while you're trying to get it off, they like come and grab you or do something to incapacitate you and take you away.
Yeah.
In broad daylight. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why you got to carry a piece if you're a woman.
100%.
Got to have a little pea shooter in your purse.
Not even one to kill, just to maim. Just to like shoot a kneecap and get away.
No, but if you ever need to use it, you need to shoot to kill.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I feel like self-defense is so flimsy in court. I would not want to be like caught wrong place, wrong time, no cameras, no nothing, you know? And
I don't know. I mean,
and it's just my word against
if it's literally
a dead man.
But if it's literally self-defense, it's pretty easy to
I don't know.
prove that.
I don't know. I think that's like a gray area in court, and I really think it depends on the jury and the judge when it comes to stuff like that.
I heard a crazy story about a dude who went to prison because he shot a man, like a meth guy, that ran into his house and woke up his family, like running through his house, trashing it. And so he gets his gun, runs downstairs and sees the guy. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And the guy runs away and he shoots him in the back, which is not self-defense. That's you killed that guy.
Yeah.
But luckily the meth addict was like so high on drugs, he didn't die. Somehow like shot the guy in the back like many times and somehow he like ran off and lived. So he didn't get charged with murder, but he like went on the run from his family because the cops were chasing him. So like he literally went on the run, changed his name, got a job at a gym, and every day would go into work and was like, all right, I think like it could be the day. And then one day, a bunch of black cars pulled up and they politely arrested him.
Yeah.
They just come with us, or it's gonna be okay. We're gonna solve it. And I don't know what happened to him after that. I forget the story.
Yeah.
But crazy.
Yeah.
So self-defense can't get sketchy. You just gotta know the rules. You gotta know how to be like. You have to be doing it when you're like literally about to die. Like it has to be like life-threatening. Clearly, I need to do something.
Well, that's what I mean. Like having a little tiny piece that would just like, because I'm going straight for the dick. I'm shooting you in the dick and I'm running. It's like one in each kneecap and in the dick. You're not going anywhere,
you
buddy.
Think you got that good of aim in a panic situation? You're gonna go.
I
dick,
think in close.
knee.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the dick first, and they're gonna fall to their knees, and then I'm gonna go on both knees, and then I'm gonna run away. I've thought this through.
Yeah. Do you train the dick shots at the gun range? All right, back to your scary movies.
Yeah.
Conjuring, good.
Those are so good.
What's like your favorite scary movie though?
It might be that first Conjuring. I really like that one. I like the It's. I like the
I've never seen
first
those all the way
one.
through.
Really?
I watched like the first half of the first one. They're like 3 hours long, aren't they? Aren't they like insanely long?
Yeah, the first one's like.
Or the original one's like really long. It's like 2 movies.
Well, the first one was like a limited series.
Oh, really?
It's like 10 episodes.
I didn't know. I thought it was a movie.
Mm-mm.
Is it like 20-minute episodes?
Yeah, I don't think they're very long. Like, it's a limited series to have come out. Oh gosh, probably in like the 90s, maybe.
Yeah, 1990.
Early.
But it's
yes.
the first one is 3 hours long as a movie.
Okay, well, I think they released it in episodes though.
Interesting.
Whenever it first came out.
Stephen
King,
right?
I enjoyed. Yes, another Stephen King. I do want to watch that new. I know you're not gonna like it, but I want to watch that new Salem's Lot. Because I just recently read that book and I never saw the original. But also like those series on Netflix, like The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, and Midnight Mass, those are all very good.
Yeah, because they're so damn creepy that like you have to know what happens. You're like, yes. What is this? I'm so scared to watch, but I gotta know what this is. Yeah. That's why I want to watch the second Smile movie, because I'm like, dude, I gotta know more about this fucking monster.
Dude, I do not. No, I'm okay with that. I think I like those though, because there's a literary aspect. Like they're all based off of these horror. Like Midnight Mass is based off of Salem's Lot and Stephen King's works, and then they just came out with The Fall of the House of Usher, and that's based off of Edgar Allan Poe. Bly Manor is Henry James, which is like one of the earliest horror short story authors in America. And then, of course, The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. They're all very, very good and very well done. Yeah. You know, I'd rather do that over like Insidious movie or I like something with a good plot. Yeah. You know?
Smile's got a good plot.
Oh my God. Didn't you say that was probably like the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Easily.
Ain't no way. Easily. I would never. There's nothing that you could do to get me to watch that movie. I would not think about my night terrors that I already have.
Yeah.
It would never end. Even after we watch No Country for Old Men, and I could not walk into a dark room. And that's like a person.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. No.
Creepy dude though.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say this back to Ghostbusters where we originally started. If like Crown was Ghostbusters, I think you would be Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
100%.
Gray's Bill Murray.
100%. And then I think Scott is a good Egon.
Technical
because
cameraman.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of weird how well y'all fit those roles.
That's why it connects, because like it's like a friend group.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that those characters are people.
Yeah.
Very relatable people.
Yeah. Am I y'all's receptionist? Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Yeah.
That was kind of good.
They literally just like took out so much money.
So much money.
Like just gambling on this.
They ran an ad. They bought that building. They bought that car.
Yeah, the car costs a lot.
Yeah.
And they only like the car costs like $40,000. I think they had like they're gonna pay like $90,000 in interest. 4,800,
not 40 grand. 4,800. Okay. He said, it was only 4,800. The suspension needs some work. Might
need this, knew that.
That knew everything he was saying. Yeah. And then I mean their outfits, all the equipment. Yeah. To pay another 2 employees. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Taking out a third mortgage on your parents' house, I don't think would cover all of that.
Yeah.
You know.
But luckily businesses are booming at this point in time.
Yeah.
They started the Ghostbusters at the right moment.
Yeah. Did you ever see that girl one? The girl one?
No.
What? Okay. I will say Chris Hemsworth is fucking hilarious in that movie. He plays like their receptionist, but in this one, she's not dumb. But Chris Hemsworth is so dumb in that. He's like
Thor.
Yes, because he's just so pretty that they just like to like look at him, and he's like, I can't remember. There's like so many moments where he just says like the dumbest shit, and it is the funniest thing ever. It is such a good. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite one of the Ghostbusters?
Probably. I mean, because Bill Murray kind of had all the one-liners, but I like Egon.
Yeah.
I feel like he was always just in the back, like, and then he would like, I don't know, say something a little funny.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Bill Murray's an easy pick. I feel like that's kind of the easy pick is Bill Murray.
They all have like good qualities that you're like, well, any of them could be my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That again goes
Even
why it's
Winston
so good.
could be my favorite.
He didn't have much lines in this though.
No, but he was always like this close from running away.
Yeah.
Like anytime they would do something, he would be the first one to be like, "Oh hell no," you know?
Right.
Yeah, it was funny. What else has he been in? Because I was trying to think of it and I couldn't. I mean, I feel like I see him in something recent where he's like older.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Ghostbusters 2.
Maybe that's what I. He's like the
Ghostbusters
cop from
2016.
He's like the cop from. Oh, maybe that was it. He was in the girl one.
Yep.
We should do the Oceans movies.
I do want to do those.
And then do 8.
I don't know. He doesn't have any popular movies.
Oh. Maybe...
Miss Congeniality.
Oh my gosh, yes. Have you never seen that movie?
No.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, he's literally only been in the Ghostbusters movies. That's not true. He's been in a ton of movies, but...
He's like the cop from Die Hard.
He's in a bunch of like shitty looking action movies.
Yeah.
Operation Delta Force. No Escape. Redemption Day.
He didn't quite get that Denzel level.
Not quite.
Stardom.
No, you can't beat Denzel.
No, I love Denzel.
I can't wait to see him in Gladiator 2.
Yeah, did I show you? I showed you that popcorn bucket.
Yeah, that's
it looks pretty cool. They're stepping up the popcorn buckets. I think after it became a joke, they're like, wait, we should actually like start to make these
because they're fun collectibles. I kind of wanted to get the Dune one because I thought it was hilarious.
Dude, we use my Taylor Swift one all the time.
Oh, that was from the movie theater?
Fuck yeah, that's when I went to go see that movie.
I guess that makes sense. I was like,
I'm going to ball the fuck out. I'm going to spend $18 on this popcorn bucket. And you know what?
Bucket.
We use it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope getting that Coliseum.
Yeah. And there's like 2 guys like fighting. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
We should get it. I'd be okay with it.
I'm so curious how Denzel's going to play that character because like, I think he just talks how he talks. Like he's just Denzel Washington in Roman times.
Well, that's why I wanted to see him in Macbeth. Because
he talks like Denzel?
I wanted to see if he does.
I thought you said he spoke with an accent. I don't know.
I didn't see it. I wanted to go and see it. Someone didn't take me. Womp womp.
It's on streaming. We can stream it.
Yeah. Probably for the best too. You might get a little tired of the style because I mean it's full on play style.
But if it's good, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I don't mind if it's like a weird filmmaking technique. I like seeing those.
Well, no, I think it's like literally as if you were to go see the play, but it's just on screen and it's in black and white.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But you didn't really, I mean, I guess you did. Shakespeare in the Park. You like kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind plays.
I love plays. I love going and seeing stuff live in the theater. I love plays and musicals and all that.
Yeah. Just different art form.
Different. Yeah. Because I mean, we watch so many movies, you know, and we've spoken about this before that a lot of traditional actors start in plays because it's the honesty of it, you know. You're right there. There's no editing. There's no nothing. If you mess up in front of all of those people.
Right.
So there's a rawness and an honesty between actor and audience that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah. That's what's cool about them. But I like movies better.
Yeah.
Plays are cool. But honestly, I haven't seen that many plays. Like I need to see more to know if I like them or not.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen like a big production play.
Yeah, and you like I feel like in your entertainment, you like bells and whistles.
Like
you
what?
like cool stuff to happen. Like you like cool car chase scenes. Like you like stuff that would never happen on a play. like on
Sure,
on
I
an
don't
actual
just like
stage.
a movie because they got explosions and car
No,
chases.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
More
saying
gunshots.
that. I'm just saying that it's very, it's understandable that you would like movies more because of
I definitely
like all the stuff.
like the action better. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
like all the things. You like the shots. You like everything that makes a movie a movie. Whereas like the play, it's just up to like dialogue, and it's the very bones of what make a movie is what a play is.
Yeah, it's like going back to Ghostbusters now. This movie's so fun to watch too because their sets are so cool.
Yeah,
Like when they're walking up the steps in the final scene, the final showdown. It's like so smoky and it's cool. Like the way they light it, it's all cool.
it was so Xanadu. This movie reminded me of Xanadu so
Trash
much.
movie.
Get out of here.
We tried that
we
movie. It
did
was
watch
terrible.
it, and I was like, you know what? But I loved it growing up, and I love the music. Like when the ghosts were shooting out from where they were keeping them, I was like, Xanadu! How the
my
girls like
gosh.
shoot out in the colorful, like the
Yeah.
I love Xanadu. And
Yeah, those effects look good. Like none of them really looked bad. But when
I'm like,
some did. Yeah, the CGI stuff looked bad.
when the dogs like jumped out of the apartment, we like started giggling. And Jace, I mean, my 10-year-old cousin that's only grown up with the best CGI that money has
Marvel
to offer
$100
from
million
Marvel,
blockbusters.
watching Avatar, like what the hell, like completely computer animated movies, watching this, and he's like, that looks awful. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't even comprehend like commercials.
Right.
Like he just did not. He was like, well, why don't you just skip them? And I'm like, well, you see, you couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
That's
just
funny.
interesting. But
With
he
their-
still liked it.
With their little stream shooters, they were fucking up every house they walked in.
Oh yeah, yeah. That hotel.
Yeah, they destroyed that hotel.
I mean, the first thing they did was brought down that giant chandelier.
Even the hotel room. Oh yeah, expensive ass chandelier.
Yeah.
Even the hotel room, they destroyed that too.
Yeah.
The hotel floor.
The walls
Yeah.
had like torn and they were on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like more of like they have like some good visual comedy too with it. Like whenever they're in the ballroom and the people that rented the ballroom out for the night are waiting for the ghost to get cleared out, and I guess the manager or whoever's standing outside the door is like telling the guest, "Hey, don't worry, like the ballroom's gonna be fine. They're clearing it out right now. It'll be open soon." And then it cuts right to them, flames in the background.
Yeah.
They're like, get him,
Yeah.
shooting him down.
Or like they can all hear like the giant crashing noises like inside, and so like classic comedy.
Yeah.
You don't see what's going on the other side, but you just know it's bad, and there's old people with panties in the twists and all the things.
Yeah.
And
It's so witty.
yeah,
Because I mean, Bill Murray on the spot, like you got to give him so much props. Like this is his movie because his witty dialogue coming along is what makes a lot of the scenes hilarious.
yeah,
What he's coming up with on the spot is it's like perfect for every single moment.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
good.
Watch it for Bill Murray for sure.
Yep. All right.
But-
You got any final thoughts on Ghostbusters?
I loved it. I want to see the second one. Get my sweatshirt.
Ghost Malone. If you're a listener, it's got a little ghost on it with face tattoos.
Yeah,
That's your Halloween costume this year.
yeah. Hey, you can't say that.
Why?
This is coming out on Monday, right?
Yeah.
You spoiled it. It's not like my parents watch this anyways.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
If your Halloween celebration will be happening.
Oh, this
After.
weekend. Yeah, I'm going to wear this sweatshirt on Halloween though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But this is a good Halloween pick. Good
Yep.
movie.
Yep.
Doesn't really get much better than this.
You
It does
can-
get better than this, but family friendly, fun, easy watch. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, watch it with the kiddos. That's all I was going to say. One of the
Don't tell 'em
only
about the
movies
blowjobs.
that don't just let that go over their
one
head.
last thing too. They did have sex, by the way. Sigourney Weaver and the guy.
Yeah, his belt was undone.
Yeah, the gate. It's kind of fun. Even the gatekeeper and the key master.
Yeah.
And they have to have sex to like transfer the power.
Yeah.
Because he gets up all smiley and his belt's undone.
Yeah.
And she's like laying there on him.
Yeah. Which is funny because he was just pining after her the entire time.
Yeah,
she wouldn't even give him the time of day.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
He got laid by his dream girl.
Yes.
Poor guy.
He's like he plays that character in every movie he's in, I'm pretty sure.
Not in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He's still a nerdy guy, but.
He was in, oh my God, he was in Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Okay, what a great movie.
I've never seen it.
What? Big childhood movie. Like this one. I feel like my dad always ludicrous speed, which I'm pretty sure that's where they got that on Tesla. I think that's what turbo is on Tesla, ludicrous speed, and that's from Spaceballs.
Is it ludicrous?
I'm 99% sure.
I feel like that is right too.
Yeah.
The Tesla, the 1.9.
Yeah.
0 to 60.
Take it to ludicrous speed.
What do they call it on Tesla? Ludicrous mode?
I'm pretty sure that's what they call it.
Yep.
Because from Spaceballs.
Ludicrous mode is a performance mode on Tesla vehicles that increase peak torque by about 60% and provides a supercar-like acceleration.
Yep.
That's what's cool about having an electric car. It's just immediate. You don't worry about an engine exploding gas and causing something to happen.
I want one really bad.
You can buy one for yourself.
I know. I think it would be good.
Not me though.
Think I could. I mean, the basic models are $30,000. They're not expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marriage talk. Anyway. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week on the Crown Cinema podcast. Let us know what you think about Ghostbusters. Comment below. And we'll see you next week. We're out.
Trying to buy my next meal. Seems all I do is drive. And when the boss man sends my next check in the mail, I'll have enough for closing time.